everyone, Brian Taylor here again with the NSRWA. Today we're going to be given a really special tour of Weir River water systems. So if you live in Hingham, Hull, or North Cohasset, chances are your water comes from here. This building from the outside might not look like much, but what's going on here is a really cool and fascinating process of how water is cleaned, purified, and made safe to drink and sent to your houses if you live one of those towns. Now, once again, this is a water treatment facility. This is not a wastewater treatment facility which filters out bad things from water that we might put in it, some of that gross stuff that we don't want to talk about. No, this is a water treatment facility, meaning that this is purifying and cleaning water. So the water that comes from here, most of it either comes from underground, from those groundwater wells that we've been learning about, or from reservoirs, which are like surface water ponds. Obviously, that water might not be safe to drink yet, so it's pumped into here, cleaned, filtered, purified, and then pumped out to your houses. So we're gonna meet Darren Dirth, one of the operators here, and we're gonna see what's going on in this place. Let's mask up and head on in. Hey Darren, how you doing?
Very good, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Welcome to the Weir River water system.
What exactly is your position here?
I'm the assistant project manager in charge of all the operations within the treatment plant and sending safe drinking water to Hingham, Hull, and North Cohasset. Would you be interested in seeing where it all comes from?
Absolutely. Where should we start?
We'll start at the beginning. We'll start where it all comes in.
Sounds good.
Okay, follow me.
Okay, so I guess this is the first place to go. When the water, that raw water, first comes into the facility, it comes here. What's going on in this room?
So this is one of the chemicals that we add. This is the Potassium Permanganate. This is used to remove iron, manganese, color, believe it or not, and also all the particulars that you find from the pond and from the wells coming in, all the stuff you don't want to drink. This product helps all of those things settle to the bottom of the Super Pulsators.
Okay, so this is the first step for the water to get cleaned by removing some of these particulates that we don't want in our drinking water.
Yes, exactly.
All right, cool. So now that we added some chemicals to remove some particulate from the water, where does the water go from here?
So it goes to the Super Pulsators. Why don't we take a walk over there?
Super Pulsators, I like the sound of that. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so now we're here in the Pulsader Room and filter room. Now that we just added that potassium permanganate to the water is brought here. What's happening here in the Pulsators?
So in the Super Pulsators, it's doing exactly what the name says. It's pulsating. It's letting all of the flock and the dirty stuff settle down as the water pulsates up and down, allowing the clear water to get taken and sent over to these filters.
So it's basically a similar process to someone's fish tank at home.
Yep, very, very close to that.
Very close, very close, with a whole lot more process going on.
A little bit, yeah, a little more.
All right. Once all that particulate gets taken out of the water, where does it go from there?
It's a great question. So the sludge gets blown downstairs into a collection basin where it is removed off-site.
Once we remove all the sludge from the water and the water goes to these filters, where does the water then go next?
Well, the water now is going through a series of quality control in our lab. So let me take you to our lab and we can explain it a little better.
All right, sounds good. Let's go. Okay, Darren, so where are we now?
We are now entering our quality control lab. In here we have Leanne, who's going to better explain to you about our quality testing procedures.
Hi, Leanne. So now we've seen how all that stuff is removed from the water with the pulsators and the charcoal filters. Now what happens to the water before it goes to people's homes?
So the next thing that happens is to ensure the quality of the water is good when it goes out into the distribution system. We add things like chlorine for disinfection purposes, fluoride for strong, healthy bones and teeth, and then soda ash, which helps neutralize the pH and protect the pipes when it goes out into the distribution system.
Okay, so now that the water's been tested for all those different things, is the water safe to drink?
Yes, so in addition to all the tests that are done in here by the operators every shift, we have equipment that continually electronically monitors the water quality before it leaves the plant, goes out that big blue pipe down the street to your house where you can drink the water safely.
Okay, that is quite the process. So we've seen water entering this facility. We've seen chemicals being added to water. We've seen water going through Super Pulsators. We've seen water going through charcoal filters. We've seen then the water tested electronically and by hand, and then on its way through that blue pipe out to your houses for you to drink or to do whatever you want with. This is really a great tour. I want to give a big thank you to Darren and Leanne for giving us this tour, and a big shout out to Weir River Water Systems for allowing us to come here and to see the process that it takes to clean water and then send it out to your houses for people to enjoy and survive off of. So a big shout out to them. Once again, my name is Brian Taylor, and I'm the educator with the North-South Rivers Watershed Association. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next time back in our kitchen.